Welcome back. In modules 1 and 2, we explored the Florida real estate market and how to identify profitable areas. Now, it's time to cover one of the most important aspects of investing, the legal framework behind property ownership and transactions in Florida. If you understand the laws and rights involved, you'll avoid costly surprises and build true confidence as an investor. Part 1, understanding property rights in Florida. When you buy real estate in Florida, you're purchasing a bundle of legal rights. The right to possess, use, lease, sell, or transfer a property. Those rights are generally protected under state law and recorded at the county level through the clerk of court or the property appraiser's office. Florida allows both individuals and legal entities, such as LLCs, corporations, and trusts, to hold title. If you're investing with partners or scaling a portfolio, owning properties in an LLC is usually a smart move. It helps separate your personal assets from business liabilities, which becomes crucial if a tenant or buyer ever takes legal action. Part 2, the role of county governments over. Every county in Florida maintains its own property records, zoning maps, and building regulations. That means the rules can differ dramatically from one county to the next. For example, short-term rental restrictions in Miami. Dade look nothing like those in Marion County. Understanding your target county's land use code and permitting rules should always be part of your due diligence. This is where your legal framework meets the real world. Part 3, title searches and liens. Before buying any property, always confirm clean title. Title search basics. Verify the legal owner is the party you're dealing with. Look for liens, judgments, or code violations that could transfer with the property. Use a title company or a real estate attorney to conduct the search properly. Florida is a title company state, meaning closings are typically handled by a title agent who ensures clear title and prepares transfer documents. The cost is small compared with the protection it offers. Part 4, deeds, transfers, and recording. There are several common deed types you'll encounter. Warranty deed offers full protection, guarantees the title is clear. Special warranty deed protects only against claims that arose during the seller's ownership. Quitclaim deed transfers interest without any warranty, often used in quick or family transactions. All deeds must be notarized and recorded at the county clerk's office to make ownership official. If you're doing land deals or cash transactions, double check recording fees and documentary stamp taxes. Those vary by county and transaction type. Part 5, foreign and out-of-state investor considerations. Florida welcomes both foreign and out-of-state investors, but there are some additional points to know. Non-U.S. citizens might face tax withholding under FIRPTA, the Foreign Investment in Real Property Tax Act. Out-of-state buyers typically must use a licensed Florida closing agent for document execution. Remote closings are common. Electronic signatures and online notarization are now legally accepted. Part 6, contracts and disclosure requirements. The sales contract is your protection. It defines everything: price, contingency periods, deposits, and closing terms. Florida requires certain disclosures from sellers, including known structural defects or hazards like sinkholes or flooding history, HO or condo association rules and fees, lead-based paint disclosure for pre-1978 homes. For land transactions, you'll often use a simplified version of the as-is contract, but you still need clear terms for inspection periods, closing dates, and title handling. Always include an inspection or due diligence clause, even on vacant land. It gives you time to review zoning, access, and environmental factors before being bound to close. Part 7, closing the deal. The closing is when ownership officially transfers. Here's how it works in Florida. The title company or attorney prepares settlement statements and final paperwork. Funds are wired to escrow before closing day. The deed is recorded and the buyer receives a final title insurance policy. Florida's closing costs are moderate compared to many coastal states, but they vary by property type. Expect to pay for title insurance, documentary stamp tax, and recording fees. Always request a closing disclosure or settlement statement to see where every dollar is going. Part 8, legal protection, and risk management. Protecting your assets should always be part of your strategy. The best practices include holding each property in a separate LLC or trust when appropriate, maintaining adequate liability insurance, and, where necessary, flood insurance, keeping clear documentation of all communication and payments. You don't need to become a lawyer to protect yourself, but you do need to work with one. Establish a relationship with a Florida real estate attorney and a trusted title company early. You'll save yourself heartache later. Part 9, Tax and Regulatory Oversight. Quick overview. Florida doesn't levy a state income tax, but property and transactional taxes still apply. Property taxes are billed annually by county tax collectors. Capital gains are taxed federally when you sell for profit. Commercial and rental properties may also have sales tax on rent receipts. You'll learn more detailed tax strategy and asset protection planning later in Module 10, but for now, remember, track your expenses and consult a CPA who understands real estate investing. Part 10, Putting it all together. Let's recap the essentials you need to remember. 1. Verify ownership and conduct a full title search on every deal. 2. Record deeds and contracts properly with the county. 3. Understand your legal structure. LLCs can reduce risk. 4. Know your disclosure obligations and always document everything. 5. Work with licensed professionals, title agents, attorneys, and CPAs. These steps keep your investments compliant, secure, and profitable long-term. Part 11. Transition to next module host. On camera, friendly tone. Great work making it through this critical section. You now understand how to protect your assets and navigate Florida's legal landscape like a pro. Next, we'll move from paperwork to profit in Module 4, Finding Profitable Deals. You'll learn how to source undervalued properties, identify motivated sellers, and build a reliable deal pipeline, online and offline. Thanks for watching Module 3. Let's keep building your Florida investing mastery. Finding Profitable Deals. Would you like me to write Module 4? Finding Profitable Deals, about 25 minutes next, focusing on sourcing methods, negotiation tactics, and lead generation strategies specific to Florida real estate.